class of 2021 has been on an incredible journey. During these past 3.5 years at MIT, we've seen, well, just about everything. From a global pandemic, to us failing our PSETs, to falling asleep during tests. Ultimately, we never expected to get to this point. But here we are, graduation. All of us gathered together again, the class of 2021 in one place, at one time. United in the fact that we know we made it through this struggle together. And none of us were ever truly alone.
I'm a senior at MIT, and I spent the last week up in Boston with some of my closest friends. Now, the whole experience was bittersweet because although it was nice to see them, it was the last time we were going to be together for a very, very long time. MIT's graduation is virtual this year, and a lot of my friends are moving across the country in June to begin the next stages of their lives. So this weekend wasn't really a final goodbye, but it was probably our last time together as MIT students. Whether it was the incessant Uber Eats orders,
my fat ass is so hungry I can't even decide where I want to eat,
or the non-stop Smash games, which I'm pretty garbage at, a lot of things haven't changed since freshman year. And shout out to my friend Rolly for wearing shorts no matter how freezing cold it is outside.
What is that? Right now? What is that?
Some things really do never change, but it was amazing going out into the city. I come from a small town in Connecticut, so being in Boston for a few days was like a breath of fresh air. We walked around MIT's campus, we checked out North End, we even went to the Prudential where I bought one coat because it was 60% off, checked out Newberry Street, which I honestly love visiting, and of course we passed time at the T station by playing games of Heads Up. And I even got the chance to catch up with some old friends. First of all, shout out to Otto. We checked out Davis Square, which I have never been to, but it was just really fun to walk around to see the sights and to see all of the different food options there were. We randomly chose a place to eat at, the food was fantastic, and Otto and I just sat there talking for 2 hours. And before I left Boston, I made sure to visit my closest friend from high school who now goes to Harvard. He told me about this place called Charlie's. The food was fantastic, but of course I'm only showing you the best parts. A lot of the weekend we also spent just grinding away, catching up on lectures, and finishing PSETs. But honestly, I think these late night grind sessions are just what make MIT and the whole experience worth it, because I think it's been at 3 or 4 a.m. that I've had some of the funniest and fondest memories of MIT. Alright, it's nearly 3 a.m. on my last night here in Boston, and what better thing to do than to answer your questions about MIT. Someone asks, is there bad grade deflation? I don't think there's bad grade deflation, I just think the classes are abnormally hard. Alright, someone just asked me how much time do I spend per week on schoolwork? So this semester I'm a senior in my spring semester, so I'm only taking 3 classes. 2 of them are 12 units and 1 is 9 units, and the standard for most classes is 12 units. So I'm kind of taking 2 3/4 classes this semester, which is honestly very, very chill. And this semester MIT also gave students the option to put one of their classes on pass-fail, so I put my hardest algorithms class on pass-fail. So this semester is pretty much a breeze so far. But if we go back to freshman year, I would be spending at least 40 hours on classes and homework per week. Someone's asking which clubs have I joined at MIT. So I'm part of the UA Innovation Committee, and I'll be honest, I'm not that active this semester, but this committee ended up founding something called the Banana Lounge, and it became a super popular study space on campus. I was treasurer for a year, and surprisingly most of our money was spent on just bananas. An amazing organization by far. I feel like the chair was a great mentor to me, taught me many valuable life lessons, and I'm super grateful that I joined it. Alright, someone is asking me, is MIT everything I thought it would be? Now that is a very deep question, and the answer is no, but that's not a bad thing. So MIT has something called CPW, which is Campus Preview Weekend. So once you get admitted, you can come to CPW for a few days, check out campus, get a feel for it, and then make your final decision. And the overall vibe that I got during CPW was very different from the vibe that I've gotten these past 4 years on campus. And I'll be completely honest, during CPW, I got the impression that MIT was a lot nerdier than it turned out to be. But when I finally came on campus, I met a wide array of people with different personality types, and by meeting all of these people, my perspective of what MIT students were like changed drastically. Yes, we are nerdy, but the stereotype that MIT students are just coding all day, are just locked away in their rooms, couldn't be further from the truth. Most people here have incredible, inspiring interests. They do incredible things, and almost everyone here is doing something more than just classes. Someone's asking, what is my favorite class at MIT? When I think back to it, so the semester when COVID hit and we all got kicked out of campus, I was taking 7 classes, all of which were business. So I was at the Sloan School of Management from morning to night pretty much. But some of the classes that I was taking that semester was entrepreneurial founding and teams, marketing innovation. I was taking a corporate tax class, I was taking accounting. And although I love CS and I've taken a bunch of CS classes, I feel like that semester and those classes really allowed me to hone my interest in business. Someone asked which is the hardest class that I've taken. It would have to be the class that I'm currently taking this semester, which is 6046, or the Design and Analysis of Algorithms. So there's a series. It starts off at 6042, then 6006, and then 6046. 6042 is math for computer science, which is just discrete math. 6006 is algorithms, and this is the class that you need if you want to do like a coding interview at Google or just another tech company. And 6046 is like 6006 but on steroids. Whereas with 006 you kind of had to think of which algorithm to apply and just apply it. With 046 you have to acquire a much deeper theoretical understanding of these algorithms, and that part is very difficult. So I have like 50 more questions on this which I can't really get to in this video, but if you are interested in a separate MIT Q&A video, let me know in the comments and I'll probably make like a 30-40 minute video just answering all of your questions.